What I love most about it is the fact that I'm constantly learning in this field. Just the fact that the laws change almost every year keeps me interested because I can never master it. I could be good at it, but I can never master it because there's too many variables and laws changing on a constant basis.
What makes me interested is that I know that I'll have like a stable job, so basically I know that it's kind of like a boring, maybe 8 to 5 job, but I know that I'll constantly have work, so that's what I actually really like about it. I like to have a place where I know I'm kind of stable and secure. I love that it's in an office and I don't have to worry about weather or anything. Yeah, it's just a place where I could just sit down and just do my work, and I also get to meet a lot of new people as well.
The coolest part about my job is the networking. I get to try to find social influencers from the cosplay community, from the YouTube community, from traditional media community that I think would be a very good fit to talk about our products, to collaborate with, and to ultimately forge relationships with for the future. So it kind of works out as a you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours kind of thing. That mutually beneficial relationship is something that I really enjoy forging with people.
I think I love most just the relationships that I develop with my students. I'm somehow able to relate to teenagers. Those of you who watch my channel probably aren't surprised by that because I'm basically a teenager at heart. I actually really like teenagers a lot. I think they're really interesting, a lot more interesting than adults are. Also, I like the idea of helping them getting into college, and preparing for a standardized test is a little bit like a game. I think of myself more as a coach than a teacher, so that's sort of fun as well.
I love organizing things. I love labeling things. And I like helping people on a one-on-one basis. I feel most comfortable that way. And I was able to combine all those strengths into kind of like my own business, pretty much. And in terms of the screenwriting, I just love making stories and I love creating. I couldn't imagine a life in which I'm not creating and writing.
I really like people, I like connecting with people, but at the same time, I have a severe generalized anxiety disorder, so it makes it very hard for me to connect with people all the time in person, but dealing with people on the telephone is perfect for me. It's so fulfilling to be able to just solve problem after problem all day long, fixing problems for other people. It's nice being that person, the person that people go to when they're frustrated or, you know, having trouble, and just being able, oh, well, this is this, and you know, and it's done. It's really nice.
I very much like meeting new people, and I am a ridiculously extroverted person and a really outgoing person as it is. So in general, I enjoy my job because I get to interact with, you know, anywhere up to like 200 new people that I've never met before every single day, which is really great for me.
I've always had this fascination with pediatrics and working with kids and taking care of sick kids. So that pretty much started it, and also when my great-grandma died. So my great-grandma died when I got here in the US, so I didn't really get to take care of her on her last few days. So that pretty much pushed me to, like, I don't know, it just made me want to take care of elderly people as a way to say thank you for my great-grandma for everything she did for me, and it's a way for me to actually reach out to her since I wasn't there when she died.
I've always been very, very interested in psychology. It wasn't until I took a class just solely on psychology in college that I decided this is something that's really interesting and something I'd really, really like to devote my life to. What I love most about my job is just seeing people grow and work through their issues and learn new ways to cope, and just seeing them just thriving and being confident in themselves.
As a kid, I've always been interested with science. Well, I just have a penchant for knowing how the world around me works. Everything from light bulbs to rocket engines to atomic bombs, you name it. Everything that can be explained, I'd like to know how it works. I really love the most about molecular biology is that I get to be somehow at the forefront of innovation, in a way of saying, because I get to discover something new almost every day.
I've always loved animals of all kinds, and as a child I wanted to be a vet nurse, and that dream has just stuck with me, and I just still love animals, like all types of animals, except for
except for cows, because they do stink quite a bit. But you show me a cat or a dog and I am all over that. If it was up to me, I would have like 20 cats and about 15 dogs, so like...
I really love cinematography because it allows you to find a way to visually convey a story. In other fields, kind of like a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, there's kind of one way to go about doing it, and if you do it wrongly, then everyone around you kind of suffers. But that's not the case here with cinematography. You're constantly asked to experiment, you're constantly asked to take risks and kind of find what works and what doesn't, and I love that.
I love art, and photography is a form of art, so that's why I was interested in doing photography. I love the fact that photography is a form of self-expression, and I love how it can speak volumes.
I'm interested in that field because I am a musician by trade. I've been playing music on a local level, on a regional level, for like 10 years or so now. What I love most about it is the expression. I use music as my artistic medium to express myself, my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas, and also I can climb things in random places and jump off of them, and people think it's cool rather than crazy.
I think it's the whole connectivity and actually being able to reach people. I also like the technical side of creating media and the computer stuff. And generally just an interest. I don't know why really.
What makes me interested in social media and the entertainment industry is that all the things that make me happy and not want to die are basically like movies and TV shows and things. If I could talk about it all the time and just like watch a lot of stuff and get paid to do that, that would be cool.
What I love the most about media is, again, what you can do with it. You can make anything that comes to mind.
So what makes you interested in that field? I would say that not finance, that I hate finance. I hate it. I hate everything with numbers. So I love to like promote a project if we have one. So yeah, that's a bit sad because I don't really find that interesting. Okay, so if I had to choose really one thing that I love about business, it's kind of all about teamwork. So you work with a team, you do a project, and then you get to promote it, make a video. Of course I love to make videos.
When I was younger, I always loved to learn about PCs and how they work, until I started to teach myself a little bit of programming. I had a focus on informatics at school, and I also got interested in how to apply business trends onto IT and how to solve economical issues via informatics. Business informatics is just a combination of those two components. What makes business informatics so interesting in my opinion is that you have a lot of subfields where you can apply it. You can work on customer databases or do software engineering / development. In general, it's just stuff you do maintain or create with your PC, but embodying your project into an economical context.
I love information in general. Any piece of information, I want to know everything about everything. I am exposed to a lot of sources of information. I've worked in an accounting company before, so I know a lot about like business and accounting and taxes. And now I work in a geothermal company. Now I know a lot about drilling and engineering. Oh, and I also teach. One of my students is the kid of a celebrity. Like, she's an actress.
In real life, I live by an airport, so most of my videos have